Hi, I'm Pallav Bose and welcome to my life page. I would basically like to talk about this wonderful profession, the world of stage anchoring, show anchoring. I would definitely want all of you to take it up as a career. All right, time to introduce myself. I'm Pallav Bose from New Delhi and anchor and a professional speaker by profession. I did my schooling from Kolkata and that's where it all started. See, anchoring is of various kinds. Obviously, the most popular is visibility that you do on television or on the web series. But that's a different ballgame. Remember, it's recorded. What I'm talking about primarily that I have been doing for all these years and have done thousands of them is stage show anchoring, live show anchoring. And that has a huge space ranging from fashion shows who needs a voice and a compere and an anchor to beauty pageants, to corporate launches, to the entertainment shows, and of course private shows like weddings, and every occasion needs an anchor. An anchor primarily is a sutradhar, जो हिंदी में सूत्रधार कहते हैं. They basically weave the whole happenings of an event together, connects the performers with the audience, weaves a story. Primarily, I would say a live stage anchor is a storyteller and a weaver of the whole story that happens on stage and presents them to the audience. That's what live stage anchoring is all about. The first, training or education that's required besides the passion and the hard work that goes into it is developing knowledge about the world. You got to be a people's person. You got to love meeting people. Something that I developed over time, right from an early age. This is where, the stage exposure, whether it's theater or public speaking, helps. Travel, immense amount of traveling. I mean, by and large, if you look at me personally, I'm one of them. I have traveled about 25 days a month for the past 27 years. If you have the zest to see the world, see the country, see the entire world, do shows all across, be an international level anchor, you got to travel, you got to see people, you're globally exposed. As I told you, there are always other anchors who have that space, they have the experience, they have the talent, the clients and the audience know them. So you got to move in. That's the first challenge. Be at it. I'm sure you would get your first break. Be patient. A typical day in the life of a live anchor would be, you might have a show in your own town, in your own city where you live, or you have a show outstation. The difference is, of course, the early morning travel. If you are having a show outstation, then you're traveling with the team or you're traveling alone. So you got to catch the flight, you got to catch the train or you are roading it down but in your own taxi or car. So the traveling is you got to be absolutely prepared and you rush off to that destination. And the moment you rush off, the first thing that happens with an anchor are two things. One is you sit on the script with the clients. You sometimes have to write your own script, get your cue cards ready. Of course, the organizers and the client supports you, but sometimes they're not very organized. Most of the times, the biggest shows, the clients are very busy with other things, so you got to do it yourself. So you got to be a good writer as well. And sit on the scripts, have a great lunch. If it's a glamorous show, most of the shows that I do are glamorous shows. The pageants and fashion. So you meet the good-looking people, take your selfies and put it on the social media that, okay, there it is, you have a show here. And then primarily, I have seen that when the rehearsals are going on, the client would want the anchor also to watch the rehearsals, just to get a feel as to what the show flow is all about. By the time it's the afternoon, the show is in the evening. Most of the shows are in the evening, unless there are day programs in school, college, or there are a lot of day programs as well. Like here, you have Dehradun Fashion Week, the shows are all in the evening. So you get ready in the evening, you're all ready, you have the script ready. The mind is always on the show, primarily, let me tell you, since morning. That's how I look at it. I finish one show, for example, a day before, and the next day, if I have a show, since morning, I try to live that show. I start thinking about the show. I try to add my own thing to the show. The show happens, whatever come, do not mix your personal and professional lives. Try to keep a nice, balanced personal life. Be a happy person, because you have to look great on stage. Your voice has to look the most energetic, the most glamorous, and of course, the most positive. A positive person is a great stage anchor. So you anchor the show, and then the party begins. Yeah, it's a great life. And then you pack your bags, leave back home if it's an outstation show. If it's in your own town, you go back home. And the next morning, again, you're up, and hopefully you have a show coming up very soon, and you start preparing for that. Well, I hope I have given you a balanced overview of live stage show anchoring as a profession. This much I can assure you, that I have shared the secrets and the tricks of the trade. Thank you very much.